I wanted to share with you that as I am working on getting my another podcast episode going, scheduled, so I can have another successful podcast launch during the week, is as I am, scheduling everything. I'm reviewing the footage. I am going through, making sure the footage is good, uploading everything, scheduling everything, uploading the podcast episode, uploading the YouTube shorts, the social media content, the blog post, the article that goes on X that was normally known as Twitter, and getting ready just to have a successful launch just for one podcast episode is one, there is so much work that goes on behind the scenes. And what I want you guys to know is, you have when you are building something, when you have a desired outcome that you really, really, really want to achieve, you really want, to become recognized for your work. You really want your work to be recognized. When you are really, really trying to achieve something far beyond the ordinary, it isn't going to be easy. There has been a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of early mornings. There's been moments where, first and foremost, my respiratory is not the greatest because of my SMA by default, which is my progressive neuromuscular medical condition, spinal muscular atrophy. And there's, because these sleepless nights, because of these early mornings, because my mind is constantly thinking and running, and sometimes when I get that spark of creativity, I'm constantly focused on, okay, what needs improving? How could I have improved this conversation? What do I need to do tomorrow? What didn't I get done today? And when there's sleepless nights and there's a lot of early mornings, again, by default my respiratory is not the greatest. So I am putting a lot of I'm it's not when you're putting a lot of sleepless nights and a lot of effort, a lot of these early mornings, and your health, really starts to play a factor. Like, you guys don't see a lot of that stuff. Like, I do post some of it, like, oh, my health isn't the greatest, and some of it, isn't so much just because of the things that I do professionally. Sometimes it just comes again by default with the territory of just living with a neuromuscular condition such as SMA. And as I'm doing all of this work, sometimes I'll post about it and share with you guys like how my health is doing, because sometimes you guys really do genuinely ask, and I'll post about it, I'll upload about it. But when you are really, really working towards a desired outcome, and you see these people you see this overnight success, or this miracle happen, or this final breakthrough happen for that one individual, is there's so much dedication that went on behind the scenes. There's so much self-doubt, there's so much turmoil, there's a lot of seasons that all kind of played and factored into them becoming who they became. And if you can take away anything from this video, it's that it when you are working towards something you really, really, really want, you have this plan, you have this vision that you cannot quite explain what it is you're working towards or what it is you want to accomplish, because God only instilled that vision for you. So when you share it with others, they can't quite fully see what you see, because again, God instilled that vision, that dream, just for you. When you have such a desired outcome, this vision that again God instilled for you, is there's going to have you are going to have moments of self-doubt. You are going to have moments where you're going to question, is this even worth it? You are going to have many moments where there's a lot of boring stuff that has to get done in order for the good or the greatness of your project, to become great. There's a lot of boring stuff that go on behind the scenes, and you have to work through that. There's going to be days when you have that spark of motivation, that spark of creativity, the inspiration to keep going, and there's going to be days when that is not there. There's going to be days when you are going to maybe want to give up, you want to throw in the towel, you maybe want to fall towards the ordinary path, and there's nothing wrong with that. But when you are an individual that really, really seeks something far beyond the ordinary, it's a very ugly feeling when you settle far beyond what God predestined for you. So if you can take away anything from this video, it's that, remember, you are always one day away from tomorrow. So keep putting in that effort, keep putting one foot in front of the other. And I cannot promise you that your dream will come true, but I can promise you that if you quit, it won't. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And as always, remember, grow through what you go through. Much love.